Hello, Simone here with your lunar mood and energy forecast for the week ahead. So we are now officially in Sagittarius season. So this really does bring a shift in energy after all of those more deeper, heavier Scorpio vibes that we have been experiencing over the last month. There's also Neptune, which is now going direct. And this is after quite a long retrograde period, which is also going to be changing the energies that we have. And the moon is going to be continuing to wax this week as it's growing fuller, as it heads towards the full moon. And we're also heading into eclipse season. So this week does bring us lots of opportunities to really get aligned in our thinking and in our actions. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at what we can expect from the energy and the mood of this week. So the week does begin with the moon in its first quarter phase in the sign of intuitive and creative Pisces, which it actually moved into on Sunday afternoon. And the moon is joining Neptune, which is also currently in Pisces, which is its home sign. So Pisces moons are a really good opportunity to tap into your intuition and to really feel into what it is that you need in order to feel your best emotionally and mentally and physically. So you might like to ask yourself or do a little bit of journaling and explore what it is that you most desire. What do you really need to let go of to bring more of what it is that you really want into your life? And do you need to maybe even make some better boundaries, not only with others, but also with yourself and how you're spending and using your time? Pisces moons are also great for getting creative and getting artistic and to do self-care that revolves around the water. So this is a good chance to go for a swim or go for a dip in the ocean if you can. Also take time out when the moon is in Pisces to listen to your intuition and do some visualization work where you're really looking at what it is that you most desire and imagining that coming into your life. And you can use the essential oil blend Align, which is from the Yoga collection. It's a really beautiful blend that can really help you with getting aligned with your thoughts and your actions, which is a bit of a theme this week. If you're finding that your personal boundaries are really being tested and that maybe it's a bit difficult to see things clearly while the moon is in Pisces, then you can work with the essential oil clove or a blend which contains cloves such as On Guard. That's really going to help with that energy. So on Wednesday, the waxing gibbous moon will move into action-oriented Aries. So this phase of the lunar cycle is one where our energy has really increased a lot. It's a really good time for networking, getting social, doing some of those more high-energy activities. And the fiery Aries vibes are really going to help us with staying focused on what our goals are and what it is that we want to manifest, all those intentions that we set on the new moon. We can really focus on making those happen. The Aries energy is going to give us that courage that we need to really pursue things, even if they do seem a little bit scary. So all those things that you've put down that maybe seem a little bit out of reach, but now's the time to really focus on making those happen. And you can use the Aries waxing gibbous energies to also do some decluttering and some space clearing. And because Aries rules our head, it's a really good time to also do something for your self-care, such as getting a facial or going and getting a head or a back massage as part of your physical self-care. And the citrus essential oils, such as lemon or wild orange or bergamot, they can really help with our focus. So you might like to put, say, for example, a couple of drops of lemon. That's a really, really great blend for getting focused. You put a couple of drops in your hand, you rub, you inhale, and if you do that before doing any work or study in the middle of this week when the moon is in Aries, it's going to help to restore your energy, it's going to help with your mental ability, and it's going to complement that Aries drive that you might have to complete any task that you are working on. Then on Friday afternoon, after a few hours where the moon is void, of course, during the middle of the day, the waxing gibbous moon will move into earthy and grounded Taurus. And this is when you should review your intentions and your goals that you set on the new moon and just take time to really reflect on what you have done so far and what you can refocus your energies on doing before we have the full moon, which is actually very early on in the morning on Monday. So during this time, it's really about alignment and making adjustments if necessary. So your creative energies will most likely peak during this stage of the lunar cycle. So don't push things too much. Make sure you get enough sleep. Remember that Taurus loves the good things in life. So take time out to indulge and just really rest. You might like to watch something fun on Netflix or take pleasure in doing things that maybe feel a little bit indulgent. Also spend time outside in nature over the weekend to really harness that Taurus energy. You can diffuse some aroma touch to really help you to relax into the Taurus energy as well. That's our spa blend. It's really gorgeous. And the moon is going to be opposite Uranus and over the weekend. And this could cause feelings of insecurity or maybe allow some of our limiting beliefs to start to slip in. And as we're building up to the Gemini full moon, which is also about communication, if you notice negative thoughts really creeping in, especially around feeling and being authentic, then make a note of these in your journal, and then you can release these thoughts, these limiting beliefs, on the full moon. And I will share a little ritual later this week, which you can do on the full moon next week. Then make sure on Sunday you do take some time out to get ready for the full moon. And it's also a penumbral eclipse in Gemini. It's going to be exact at 8:29 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Monday morning. So I will share about the full moon next week, but do prepare for doing that release and forgiveness work and to do things to support you in your work that are intellectual or technical, so that you can harness those Gemini energies that are really going to be quite intense on Monday. So that is my forecast for the week ahead. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'll be back again next week. And I'll be sharing a little bit more about that full moon and a couple of little rituals that you can do as well. Bye for now.